us rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to another Morning Motivation with Marcus, and this morning I want to tell you your attitude determines your altitude. Yeah, your attitude determines your altitude. I know it sounds cliche. I know you probably heard it before, but I'm going to be honest. Nobody wants to deal with your bad attitude. Nobody wants to deal with your attitude when you're mean, when you're stuck up, when you're not friendly, when you're not easy to talk to, when you're always trying to overtalk somebody else instead of just trying to listen. Nobody wants to deal with your attitude. And I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care where you work. I don't care what you're involved in. Nobody wants to deal with anybody with a bad attitude. Nobody wakes up and say, wow, I hope I run into somebody with a bad attitude today. No, nobody does that. And if you want to get to where you're going, if you want to go to the next level, if you want to strive for your goals, if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, we always talk about the dream. We always talk about the team. We always talking about finding the right people and the relationships and waking up, working hard. But the bottom line is nobody wants to work with somebody, be around somebody, be involved with somebody with a bad attitude. You know, when my kids were little, I used to say AAA. AAA, yeah, I used to tell them all the time. AAA, attitude first. Attitude first, then academics, then athletics. Why? Because nothing else matters if you have a bad attitude. If you have a great attitude, we can help you with your academics. If you have a great attitude, we can focus on athletics and in that order. But the attitude was always first. Nobody wants to help somebody. Nobody wants to push somebody. Nobody wants to try to help support somebody with a bad attitude. And trust me, there's a lot of people with bad attitudes out there. Don't be one of them. Don't be somebody with a bad attitude. And so this morning, the rest of this week, this weekend, and moving forward, we ought to have great attitudes, good attitudes, positive attitudes, so that we can increase our altitude, so that we can go higher in whatever it is we're trying to do, so that we can be the best versions of ourselves we can be. No more bad attitudes. Only great attitudes, positive attitudes, attitudes with good and positive energy moving forward. That's what we need. We need more of that in this world. There's too many negative attitudes. There's a lot of negative attitudes going on right now in our society. We need more positive attitudes, more positive demeanors, more positive relationships, interactions. And even if you don't like the person, you still don't have to have a bad attitude about it. In fact, we as Christians ought to love people with the love of Christ. Hate maybe the things that they do or the way that they act, but love the person, love the human being. And you can have a decent or even a positive attitude about everybody. When Jesus was on the cross, he was next to criminals, like real criminals. And so we have to focus on the positive in people. Let's focus on the positive in people. How about we do that? Let's focus on the positive and leave the bad attitudes to the side. All right, that's my time for today. Hey, don't forget our podcast, Marcus J. Scott 4040, Marcus J. Scott 4040. You can go to my YouTube channel, check the podcast every Monday morning at 5. Every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Is our podcast. Really doing well. Got a special one coming up for you. So don't miss it. And you know how we do always. Have a heart of gratitude and the strength to keep moving forward. God bless you. Ready for the day. Strength comes from above. Love will lead the way. Feet hit the ground now. Ready for the day. Strength comes from above.